Tune in to the Denver Foos podcast.
Denver Foos all day, bro. Follow them from LA to Denver. Let's do this, baby.
Shout out to my boys, Denver Foos. Go by Tony Loya.
Shout out to Denver, man. The Mile High City. You know what time it is.
What's up? It's RANSTEEZ, and I just want to shout out Denver Foos. I'm here with such a baddie. Look at her. Oh, my God.
Hey, what's happening, y'all? Shout out Denver Foos.
I want to give a huge shout out to my buddies there at Denver Foos.
Shout out Denver Foos. I appreciate y'all.
Shout out Denver Foos. We love you, Denver Foos.
Denver Foos. What it do? It's your boy Chingo Bling. Right now, you tuning in to the Denver Foos.
Shout out to Denver Foos, baby. Denver Foos, wherever you find your videos, wherever you get your podcasts, go follow Denver Foos and enjoy.
Hey, let's go, Denver Foos.
Denver Foos, IG, follow us, man. Follow us, subscribe, like us, YouTube.
Shout out to Denver Foos. Good to see you.
The Denver Foos.
Yeah. Shout out to Denver Foos. You don't represent for the motherfucking city.
Shout out Denver Foos.
What's up, it's your boy Concrete right here with Denver Foos, and all you got to do right now, Perito, is hit that follow, hit that like, hit that share button, share all the content, let them know where it's at. Denver Foos, your boy Concrete. We in here, Perito, mile high.
Denver Foos.
Name's Daniel Jumba Garcia. Shout out to Denver Foos, one of the best.
Shout out Denver Foos.
Shout out to Denver Foos.
Shout out Denver Foos, North Side, baby. It's all about the North Side.
Hey, shout out Denver Foos. It's Emmanuel Sanders, legit people over here.
What's cracking, homeboy? Denver Foos. Denver Foos, homeboy. And it's your boy Ken Flores. Shout out to the homies at Denver Foos.
Denver Foo. You guys are the best. Shout out to Denver Foos. Shout out to Denver Foos.
Denver Foos on IG. Come get in touch with the plug. They always got their finger on the pulse.
Are you a Denver Foo?
Yes, all day, every day, baby.
You want to be on Denver Foos or what, eh? Denver Foos 303.
Denver Foos, huh?
Follow Denver Foos 303, Instagram, Facebook.
For real, Denver Foos, live and direct.
Denver Foos, bro. We from the South Side.
Present. Uniting the city, baby.
Shout out Denver Foos.
Say it, Foos, baby, Denver Foos. Let's go, my Denver Foos. What's up?
What up, Denver Foos? What's going on?
Denver Foos.
Denver Foos in the building. Let's go.
Shout out Denver Foos. I love the Denver Foos. Y'all keep it up. Y'all keep doing your thing.
Yo, Denver Foos. I'll follow you guys up.
I'm Denver Foos here reporting from Denver, Colorado. From Chicago, but I think I'm a Colorado fan now.
You're a Denver Foo now.
Now I am.
Shout out to the Denver Foos. What's up, Denver Foos?
Denver Foos. Hey, man.
Danny. Daquan, Denver Foos.
Hey, shout out to Denver Foos. I noticed y'all right away. Y'all putting it down, for all the gente.
Shout out to Denver Foos. You locked in, man. Stay tuned to what they got going on. One love.
I here chilling with the Denver Foos. You already know how we do it. Much love.
It's your boy DJ Sarnes Carter. Denver Foos, we in the motherfucking building.
What up, everybody? What's up, Denver Foos?
What happened? What's up, Denver Foos? Welcome to the Denver Foos podcast, brought to you by SE Shirts and Hoodies and La Fiesta Mexican Restaurant. This Friday, we got a comedy show at La Fiesta, you guys.
Yep.
So $10 tickets only. Tickets are only $10. Enjoy a night out, dinner, a comedy show, and a dance party after.
Yeah.
A dance party, baby.
Yep. You can pick up your tickets at sidesplittingent.com.
And we have a very special guest in the building here, live at the Denver Foos Barbershop, 1400 South Federal Boulevard. I want to introduce RANSTEEZ to the Denver Foos podcast. Welcome.
Yeah.
How you doing, brother?
I'm good. How you doing?
Looking fire. That hoodie you got on is fire.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Thank you. Shout out Mena. It's a local brand.
Yeah, they actually sent us those too.
Fire.
I haven't rocked it yet. We're starting to do we're gonna be tapping into the fashion scene and give more light to, because there's a lot of dope designers here in the Mile High City.
Bro. The best in my opinion.
Yeah.
Honestly. There's some people doing some crazy stuff out here with the clothing.
Right. So, we need to shine light more on there's so much stuff going on here in the Mile High City. You're originally from Denver?
Yes, born and raised.
Where at? What part of Denver?
So I grew up more up north, like, let's say way up north, like probably like Thorin area.
Okay.
So that's pretty much where I grew up my whole life.
Right on.
But I'm originally, like, before all that, we was living off, like, I remember, like, First and Knox.
Okay.
So I remember being there as a child. But yeah, once we got a little older and moved up towards north, and that's kind of where I grew up mostly.
Oh, nice. What What high school did you go to?
Went to Thornton.
Thornton High School.
Yeah.
Cool. That's dope.
Yeah.
And for the people that don't know, you're a music artist.
Yeah. Rapper, artist. I mean, I don't like to box myself
Right,
as
right.
a rapper, but definitely an artist all around.
Definitely. I mean, in this day and age, you got to do everything.
Yeah.
You got to like sometimes even design your own artwork if you have to.
Yeah, all that.
You have to be versatile you have to be able to adapt to the environment of what's going on, the landscape of the ever-changing evolution of the music industry. You know,
Yeah.
it's constantly been evolving. I mean, there's still some principles as far as music creation and stuff that how do you deal with how long have you been doing music?
So I'm probably at like 11, 12 years right now.
Okay.
Since I was about 15, 16, 28 now. So it's been a
How have you what are some things that you've seen the music industry evolve and how have you evolved with it? Or do you think there's a lot of things that it's changed as far as people receive their
changes.
music and stuff?
I think the industry changes at least every 5 years.
Uh-huh.
It's like a whole like 360 change every
Right.
5 years, to be honest. So
Uh-huh.
I think it's just adapting to everything and keeping up with all the trends and the youth. To be honest,
Right.
Youth are what keeps the industry afloat. To be honest.
Definitely, definitely. I like that you touched on that. How do you stay in touch with the youth? You know, I mean, it's kind of hard to predict because
Yeah.
sometimes you don't know what you like. Certain I think we're almost in a pinnacle of a lot of things because a lot of things come back and resurface. I
Yeah,
feel like
exactly.
everything every 20 or 40 years, like
History will always be repeating itself.
Yeah, so
I think it's cool, but also, I mean, it's not like I think everybody that's doing all those songs, like the remakes from back in the day, nowadays, I think it's corny as hell.
I've always
I'm gonna
thought
be
that.
honest with
Me
you.
too. Yeah.
Like, it sounds cool, but like, come on, man, we a whole that's like 20 years ago. Like we haven't evolved since. Come on.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Right, just hopping on Lil Jon beats, even though Lil Jon is the shit.
Nah, yeah, it's like, man, make
I
your own
mean,
shit.
yes. Oh man, I love this. Let's get into it. This is exactly what I like to talk
Hell yeah,
about.
hell yeah.
I'm definitely on the same wavelength. I mean, when we are making music, we always strive to create our own sound, hone in on our own craft, whether it's beat making, producing. You have a very unique sound yourself.
Yeah.
Where do you get your inspiration from? Or you know, we all get inspiration, not
100%.
necessarily copy something.
No, for sure.
Like those guys, they're just hopping on a beat from
Oh,
Lil
Love
Jon.
this question. So, I mean, growing up in Denver, bro, like we didn't really have anybody to look up to or be inspired by. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So, I've always my sister, she kind of lived in Texas for a few years. She ran away and shit, but she came back. She came back and she had a big influence from Texas, and
Okay.
like she was listening to all like the Texas music, like Zero, Slim Thug, that kind of stuff, and that really influenced me as when I was younger, like hearing all the chopped and screwed, like DJ Screw and like all that type of stuff. Like my sister brought that into the house and influenced me. That type of stuff really like, you know, inspired me.
They're all gone, man.
To create.
Yeah.
Like
Sorry, brother.
it really inspired me to create, and I feel like that's Texas, like the down south stuff. I feel like that's a big inspiration on a lot of my
Okay.
music.
What artist?
So, like I said, like Zero, Slim Thug, Mr. Pookie, DJ Screw. Like, I grew up listening to a lot of that type of stuff, like the slowed up type of music.
Denver, like you said, I mean, we've had past some successes here and there, but not much to where it's like this is the Denver sound.
Exactly.
Which I talked about this. I like that we don't have a sound.
Yeah, I agree.
Instead of because it gives us
We're
it gives
diverse.
artists more diverse to do different stuff and try different sounds and
Exactly.
stuff that works for them. Because if we have like the LA, LA has so many different sub-genre sounds
But
within
it still
hip
all
hop.
leads back to like the West Coast.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Or
like,
even H-Town, like they have their own sound and DJ Screw and like
it's like I feel like Houston versus LA. They kind of LA got like they literally have like the West Coast style is all the same. It's all the same shit. But Texas, I feel like they just got more like I feel like they don't have like a theme to it. I feel like it's more they just got style. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, they add style to it. 'Cause, like you said, they all got like the same accents and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, but versus LA, it's just more like the same beats. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Well, and then I think another thing that makes Colorado and our hip hop scene and our urban scene is that we have so many different individuals that will get inspiration from different regions of the country too.
Yeah.
Like we have a lot of people that will has more of allegiance to the West Coast.
Yeah.
Like LA style and all that, and they you know that they're more comfortable with that. You got people that are more comfortable like you, like with Texas, and you see ourselves more like that. I also know people that kind of like go more with the New York flavor, like from Denver. Like we kind of have all these flavors here in the Mile High City, and I think that's a beautiful thing. And I think for so long, so many people have looked at it like a negative, like y'all don't got your own sound, y'all ain't got no, we got it all.
No, I agree.
We it's like a buffet out here. Like whatever you want to hear. If you want to hear the New York East Coast vibes, if you want to hear the down south vibes, the Atlanta vibes, we got all the vibes here.
Yeah, no, 100%. I agree. And I think we're only growing as well. And that's how I look at Colorado too. I feel like we aren't really boxed in like that because everybody is different. Like everybody out here is really diverse. Like they don't stick to one thing, I guess you could say. Like everyone's kind of all over the place too.
Yeah, I mean, well, just the evolution of hip hop, where you've had moguls like Jay-Z's and 50 Cents, and just people that just have also not only did music but did other things and other avenues, other entrepreneurial avenues. I mean, this is the perfect time to do it, especially with being an independent artist. You are an independent artist?
Independent, yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever been signed to a label?
No.
Or do you have it?
Signed to myself.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even. I'll
some-
probably get a lot of flack for this, but I don't even believe, like at certain levels, I don't even believe in even having a manager. Like,
oh, shit, I don't. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? I got on this podcast that I have a manager. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Like, because
that,
bosses talk to bosses, and we just do it like that. And I think social media and the internet and just technology is kind of taking out a lot of industries and a lot of pieces.
A lot of middlemen
that don't need to be even in the mix, because it's like, why are we doing this? Like, we can have a conversation. I mean, unless you're on a crazy wide tour or something, you know what I mean?
No, I get you.
I mean, I could speak for myself. We do a lot. We have this barber shop. We have a lot of things going on, events. I'm talking to people constantly on the phone through messages. I don't quite manage it too well. Yeah. I feel like I need like an assistant.
I agree.
Or something like that, but I'm still able to do it. So like, there's no excuse like for an artist or an entrepreneur to be like, oh man, I got a manager because I have a manager now. Like, why? Like, it has to make sense for your career, because it could leave your career stagnant, because if you're depending on a manager to manage you and they're not even what if they're not doing a good job?
Exactly. And there's been a couple instances like that where people have, I try to give them the benefit of the doubt, but it's like I was still doing more for myself than they could.
Right. Well, you will always do more for yourself because you know what you want out of yourself and what you can get out of yourself and what you deserve, I mean, I'm not totally opposed to the manager thing, but I mean, it just has to make sense. Like every key player in any operation, whether it's music or business, like it's got to make sense does this make sense for it,
Exactly, all around.
Yeah, no, because I talk to a lot of managers all the time.
Yeah, bro.
And sometimes I'm like, well, why didn't I or the artist will reach out themselves and they'll just be like, hey, I talked to your manager, nothing happened or whatever. And this even goes for other, not just artists, because it goes in with other businesses and companies. There's like social media managers. There's certain people that sometimes it doesn't make sense for what they're trying to do.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
But manager, social media man, I actually need a social media manager for the Denver music scene.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to do that, let's do it, because we're trying to broaden out our platform and get more people involved in the music scene in all genres too, not just hip hop. We cover the urban culture in Denver, but we want to cover all genres of music because, like I said, the Mile High City is like a buffet. We have so many different flavors, and we also have so many different genres. Yeah. You've been able to cross and go to different genres with your music, correct?
Yeah, bro. I feel like a lot of artists, when you're bigger and you're upcoming, I feel like a lot of them find their substance or their substance with the music, and they kind of have like a style with it, a specific style. Like let's say when I want to smoke, I'm gonna listen to some Wiz Khalifa, or when I'm gonna do this, when I want to get hype, I'm gonna listen to some Waka Flocka, or you know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of artists have that kind of my bad, I'm trying to think what I'm saying. I'm
No,
fried
it's
as
good.
fuck. I feel like a lot of artists, I'm trying to think how to put this in words, bro. So ask that question one more time.
What was the question? I'm fried too. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Bro, I'm trying to backtrack on the question again.
You've been able to go off to other genres,
Okay.
and you collab with different artists from different genres. What's going on? Sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah. So
Yeah. We see we're running a business while running a podcast while doing all
this shit though.
So have you done other genres of music besides hip hop?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think that's where, I like, as an artist, I like to be all around with everything, because I dip my feet into everything, bro. So I got singing shit, got dark shit, got regular rap shit. Got
It gives you more range. You can't be so boxed in the box state.
And that's what I'm saying. And I think that's what I'm saying. I think that's how the city is. It's like everyone's kind of like that. Everyone's diverse with their music. Like, I feel like everyone kind of dip their feet into whatever, because, like you said, we don't have a sound, so no one really knows what the fuck to do.
Exactly. So, but I think if the people just tap into what their sound is and what feels good for them and what's right for them, then a sound may transpire.
Exactly.
But I don't think it needs to, though. There's enough room for everyone to just do it, and we could all build. It's just more people coming together, as far as like
more about standing out, I feel like.
Yeah. Try to stand out. The more everyone's trying to stand out,
you can get the inspiration from West Coast, from Texas, from here and there, but you gotta add your own sauce to it.
Exactly, because then you just sound like you got freebeats.com and everyone's rapping on the same fucking beat
crazy.
And all this stuff. Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
Come on, come on. I mean,
freebeats.com.
I mean, I've been to many showcases in my 17 years of doing this, and I've heard guys like one time fucking two rappers went back to back and they were on the same free beat.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right.
Purchase your tracks today. That shit's crazy, man.
Like, not knocking anybody that's starting out and they're just doing it, but like seriously, when you're doing this music thing, like, who are some of the producers that you work with?
So I stick to local, bro. I mean, I have one actually that's in Ukraine.
Okay.
He's like the only one outsourced, but the rest, bro, everything else is local. I got Dead 808. I'm gonna try to remember everybody off top right now. I'm not good at this shit. I got Dead 808. My boy Chubba. Shout out Chubba. He one of my main producers. Who else do we got? My boy Jaden. I really only stick to like a handful of producers out here, man, and I feel like I've built a sound with all of them. Like
you definitely have your own unique sound and style, and it shows through just your craft of what you've been doing for so long already, and how you craft it. I mean, you could tell you have your own sound.
Yeah.
Period.
I'm just big on being like real unorthodox and like standing out, making stuff that you might not. At first, you might be like, "What the fuck?" But then it's gonna grow on you, and you're like, "Oh, okay, I see what he's doing here." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, like I feel like you kind of have some like rock inspiration, kind of heavy metal type inspiration.
I come from
Like I don't want to call it that
Nah,
because it's your own thing.
No, you're right. I come from like the skateboard community though.
Okay,
So-
okay, skate. Okay.
So, you know, there's a big inspiration from that, you know, and I mean, I grew up listening to metal and shit like that too. So
Yeah.
once I got older, it just kind of correlated.
Who are some of the metal bands you listen to?
Like Pantera. There's this one. I Set My Friends on Fire. Devil Wears Prada. Shit like that back in the day.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, no, that's cool. I see a lot of parallels with our music. When we first started, because when we were living in Vegas, we started making music in Vegas and started trying to perform, and they hated on the urban scene. Like you couldn't, there was no hip hop shows.
They would shut them down.
They shut them down.
They would
Everything.
They would send the cops over and like just shut them down.
Just harass
just
it
on
and
bullshit.
on some bullshit. You know, I mean, you know, we still deal with some of that stuff today. I
Yeah,
mean, there's
100%.
the Cinco de Mayo festival. We performed there. They didn't want us to perform again because they don't want rap. And it's like, you know, hip hop and it has a bad rap as far as things go, but it's the modern music. A lot of people don't realize, you know, just different things. And it's like our community and our culture is connected with that. And it's like,
Yeah, and it's like, how long has rap music been one of the most popular music cultures for a while?
Yeah,
bro?
yeah.
You know, it's
Well,
one of the most influential for sure.
exactly. So
Well,
in
well, it was
Vegas-
just the 50 years, right?
yeah, 50 years of hip hop.
I
Crazy.
think that whole 50 years, man, I think hip hop has been, you know, like the biggest inspirational type of media that we have.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So in Vegas, there was no opportunity for up and coming hip hop, anything. So we had to go and open up at metal shows.
Yeah. Oh, that's hard.
But it was great because it got us out of our comfort zone or what we thought like, because, you know, we were boxed in. Like you're just listening to hip hop and you're focusing on that. But it took us out of our element and around that and it showed us a whole different side within the music scene out there in Vegas or even just the metal music scene of how bands that like, okay, so, you know, you've been doing these shows like say at the Roxy or these pay to play shows and all this stuff. And then, you know, the 10 homies will come for the artist, but everybody leaves.
Oh, yeah, that's a common thing, man.
You know what I mean? And I think
everybody leaves after the homie set.
it's like if we're all doing this show, we should all stick around and
Yeah.
support it and show out, and artists should stick around
For
and
sure,
talk
for
to the
sure.
people. I mean, if you're
At least encourage like your people to stick around as well.
stick around, you know, just
Yeah.
as a courtesy to this just entire event.
I think sometimes it's just hard though, because a lot of these promoters will throw 20 fucking artists on this.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the problem too. It's the promoters as well. You're not producing a good show. You know, you need to produce a good show where it's going to be entertaining to where the crowd's going to want to stick around for their family member, friend, and then do that. So it's a collective of all that. But you know, so the metal scene out there, all the bands would stick around and just watch everybody, and even so.
They
I
had
mean,
a great
sometimes
community.
they had a great
That's fucking
community
dope.
like that. You know what I mean? To where it was like that, and I'm like, I would like to. I think the hip hop community. I think sometimes we got big egos in the hip hop community because
ego, bro.
it's just kind of it's a dick measuring contest every
is.
time. Just hip hop culture in itself.
Ego game, bro. for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. So, but I mean, like we were saying about the managers thing, like when we're behind the scenes and we're doing things, like let's be real with it. The other fellow artists, the other fellow people in your community within the culture. Like, let's be cool. We don't have to be Hollywood. You could do that for the fans. You could do that.
Yeah, that shit weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's weird, bro. Like, I always try to show love to everybody, and like, you know, I reach out to the younger artists. I don't like the views. None of that shit matters to me. If you're dope, you're dope.
Exactly.
Like a lot of people, you know, like they think they like, oh, I didn't reach out to you because I thought you would charge me. Which I mean, yeah, I do charge for a feature.
Right.
If you want to fuck a feature, tap in, by the way. But you know, if I fuck with your music genuinely, I don't care if you got 2 views and your shit's fire as hell. We're working.
Yep.
I don't care about like all the views and shit. Shit does not matter, bro, because you know you can end up making a song with that person with those 2 views, and then you end up blowing up with that person or something. You know, like,
Exactly.
even every feature I do, even when
Mm-hmm.
you know, like I always treat it like, okay, what if this song blows up with this person? You never
Right.
fucking know, bro.
I like that. Looking at it as the cup half full than half empty kind of mentality, where you're seeing every opportunity as an opportunity
Exactly.
for success.
Mhm.
I think that's changes everything. Your whole perspective. If you look in life like that, where you're looking at everything as an hey, something good can come from this. Something good. I mean,
Sometimes I feel delusional, bro, but I think that I think my mentality is like, like I said, it drives me crazy sometimes the way I think, but most of the time, bro, that shit's right and it ends up happening. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Yeah, no.
manifestation is real, but also hard work is real too.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I mean, we could dream about it in our room, but if you don't step out,
Wait.
let's go to the strip club. Okay. Change, you guys.
Later.
But yeah, no. Shit, sorry. There's just so much going on. That's awesome. So, who are some collaborations that you've just recently done?
Recently I did some songs with my boy Hazy.
Oh, shout out to Hazy. Yeah, I know
Hazy
him.
OBE.
Yeah. Yeah, I missed him at the show. Because we went to 3 things that night.
Yeah.
So how did that show come
Which
about?
one was it?
It was with Hazy at the Roxy.
Okay, yeah. That one, we just kind of put it together, man. Like me and Hazy, me and him, we're good friends. Like besides all this music shit, like we sit and have phone calls about just like being successful and and just the future, bro. And
That's cool.
So we just ended up throwing that together. Like Hazy's one of those people. Like if I'm throwing an event tomorrow, I'm like, hey, bro, you want to come perform? He'll come show love for me. You know what I'm saying? So it was just kind of one of those things.
Right. Yeah. No, that's great to know that I didn't even know you guys had a cool relationship like that. You know what I mean? But that's great. That expands out of the community for the music scene. Oh, this guy. What's up, bub? He's trying to call.
Answer.
And when you're just creating relationships,
Exactly.
like how you said, it don't matter if someone's got 2 views. If it's an opportunity to be successful, let's try at it and let's build this relationship.
Exactly. Especially if we're from the same fucking city.
Yeah. We should be working together. Exactly.
Like
Denver versus everybody. Isn't that what that?
Like anybody that hits me up, gets offended that I'm charging, it's probably because I don't know you or aware of what you're doing. So it's like, you can't be offended. You just gotta understand this shit's business. And I really got millions of songs and streams on millions of streams and shit on a lot of my songs and hundreds of thousands of views that I've accumulated over the years. So it's like, it's not like I'm charging for no reason. Anything I do is gonna benefit anybody, or you're gonna gain a good couple handfuls of fans no matter what fucking with me.
Right. Oh, well, I mean, and it's just I come across the same problem sometimes.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, because a lot of people everybody. I want to accommodate everybody.
Nah, but see, bro,
but it's like,
nah, bro. Denver Foos, bro. Denver Foos is a fucking staple, bro. And I feel like sometimes, you kind of gotta just. I feel like you guys are. I look at y'all. Y'all one of my favorite platforms out here. Y'all Mile High Minute. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
So
shout out to the Mile High Minute.
And
thank you.
I think definitely know y'all worth, bro, because I know you guys want to cover and show love to everybody. So honestly, some of these people do not fucking deserve it, in my opinion. And I'm gonna be straight up. Like, I think that you guys are a big enough platform to where like a lot of people are watching y'all. So anything you guys do cover, I think it matters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think, but I mean, shit, y'all doing amazing. I think everything you guys do is amazing. Like I watch all y'all shit. So.
Thank you, man. That means so much. I mean,
it's dope to be on here. To talk, like when I seen y'all at Cookies that day, and you're like, "Oh, we know who you are already." I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "That's fire."
Yeah. Well, shout out to your cousin Bobby Fernandez.
Shout out that boy Bobby, man.
Yeah.
He put us on to you.
Long time
what's it?
ago.
I think we have Denver Foods, the meme page. I think we just had it up, but not like me doing interviews.
Yeah,
Before Denver Foods was Denver Foods.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we knew about you, and we checked you out. I started following you right then and there. We met him at Brothers. Rest in peace to Brothers downtown.
Oh shit.
We literally met him. We were just vibing. We were talking music, and told him that we used to do music, and he was like, "Oh, my cousin does music. You should
fuck
follow
yeah.
him. Have you heard of him?" And we just followed you right then that day, and then just been tapped in since, like
that's
ever since
love.
then. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
And then,
Love.
but yeah, no, we had never met until we met at Cookies in Commerce City, and then, yeah, no, I mean, I genuinely like your music, and I like your vibe and your style, and it's dope. And I've seen it through the last, I think, 5 years. I've been following you.
Fuck yeah. Definitely evolved a lot.
Yeah,
A lot of
yeah.
different phases last 5 years, to be honest.
Yeah.
So
But like, yeah, because like you said, it feels like the music industry changes every 5
you
years.
gotta adapt, bro, and keep overcoming with it. Like, it's literally fast too.
Yeah.
You know, there's one thing hot, next thing it's fucking the lamest shit ever. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta really know, like, being an artist, bro. You gotta know what's cool and what's corny.
Right.
You know, and I'm big on that. Like, I'm really big on that. Like, I could spot some corny shit out right away. You know what I'm saying? And I get an ick from that shit, bro. I'm just like, man. And but I try, like, anybody in my city, if I see doing corny shit, bro, I try to steer them the right way and give them some suggestions or
Yeah,
advice.
constructive criticism.
Yeah, and
Because there's a way to be like, because then
there's a way to say it.
Yeah.
So,
But that makes the community better, though. You know what I
Does.
mean? Like, don't just sit back. Like, if you're sitting back and letting them look stupid, like, then you're being more of a hater, really.
yeah,
you know?
exactly.
So,
Nah, I want to
that's
see my
dope.
city win, man, and I
Yeah.
don't want nobody to look at our city and be like, oh, they got the whole corny side of people. But it's like,
Right.
nah, bro, we need everybody going out here going hard as fuck. And, But I mean, honestly, bro, being from Denver, let's be real, there's always gonna be that little corny side of the music shit, man. You know, like, but hopefully it evolves in all areas and all aspects, bro, because you know anybody could blow up. I mean, we've seen a lot of proof of that out here so far. So, but no one's really. We don't got a household name out here, man. We don't got a Kendrick Lamar. We don't got a ASAP Rocky. We
No.
don't got a Wiz Khalifa, and I preach that a lot. And it's like we have artists that got almost there, but it hasn't happened yet, bro. It just hasn't. And anybody could feel a type of way. It's like,
I know we say that all the time, and people get mad.
People
It's
get
like,
mad.
bro,
We're
that-
not dissing it.
it's
We're
not
not
a
dissing
fucking diss,
anybody,
bro. Like, I think anybody that has done great things out here and has went viral or blew up off songs and shit, much respect and love to y'all, bro. You know, I wish the best to y'all, but it's like, you know, there's
No, like you said, a household name. That's when you
Yeah.
know that you put the city on the map. Like,
we
you
don't-
know.
yeah, man. There's not a household name out here, and that's just period, bro.
What about 303?
Okay, that is a good. I feel like they were pretty
But I
big.
don't. But I don't feel like they were like.
But they're like pop.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like pop alternative. I guess
I thought
in
they
a
were
way.
kind of corny. I'll be honest.
It was pretty corny, but that fucking. I know when I was like a teenager going through this little goth phase.
Yeah.
Black dress. That shit.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, when you're looking at it in the lane of it, is that the representation of hip hop for Denver? But no, like, yeah, I seen them as like a pop group. Yeah,
Nah, for sure.
they
but
did their thing. They still done their thing. Like, all props and respect. Don't fucking make
for
us think
sure.
we're dissing them. But
Yeah, but
well, and then I was an artist at that time too. So you could probably relate. You know, you go through these stages as an artist. Like when you're say when you're first as an artist, you just think you're fucking better than everybody. And then if like a new artist pops up and you're just like, oh fuck, I'm better than them. Like I had that mentality. I'll be honest with you because you know how to make the music, but you just haven't got the success or the accolades behind it. And you've like, oh, I know what. They didn't even fuck. They made that shit on Fruity Loops. Also, yeah, I could make that beat. I could do
I know
all that.
motherfuckers be at home mad doing that shit every time I drop, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
But
I could have did that.
yeah,
You know, like, why
but
didn't
see,
you?
but you can't get stuck in that. I mean, that happens to you immediately. But then what happens to a lot of these artists that are in the comments are all they're stuck. It's like you got to get out
That's
of
what
that
I'm saying.
shit.
Any artist that takes their time to even comment and hate on anything, hater, bro. Because it's like there's like you're just a hater, bro. You're jealous or you're envious of
Right.
that person because why the fuck? I don't even like there's shit I see all the time online. Like, this shit whack as fuck. Am I gonna comment on it? No.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not
I think
worth
when
the
you
time.
take the time to comment
Yeah.
on something, you're a hater, bro.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's really some hating ass shit. Like you're literally putting thought into typing that shit out and pressing comment.
Right.
You know
And
what I'm saying? So
yeah.
It's always a
that shit's
faceless
always-
account too.
It's always intentional, bro. Oh yeah, and it's always a fucking user 58.
Yeah.
Like, bro. And then but you go. The trick is you go to see who they're following, and then they're following themselves on the real page.
Yeah.
Dumb, bro.
That's so true. I
Yeah.
know, huh? It's like Jesus. But yeah, no, but you can't get stuck in that. Like every artist gets to that point where because you're just projecting all the stuff that you're not doing for yourself.
Yeah.
Because you're like they're fucking on the radio or they're on what even there's not even an MTV
Radio
anymore.
don't even matter. No
I
more.
know radio don't even
Let me
matter.
be real.
Or whatever they're on. What as an artist, what is like the platform that everybody's like kind of
The platforms that are paying us, man. Fucking, even though they don't pay us too much, but like Spotify, Apple, you know, I think Spotify and Apple, you know, I think that's what every artist that's doing major numbers, I think that's what they're thriving off of. You know what I'm saying? I won't say a name, but I have a friend that, you know, every couple months he's probably bringing about $15,000 off of just streams, man. And
that's amazing.
I'm gonna tell you what,
Nice.
that motherfucker moved here. I'm not gonna say a name. I'm sure everybody will put the pieces together, but he's from Florida. That motherfucker moved here and blew up out here, living out here.
Wow.
So he's always been the inspiration and motivation for me to be like, it don't matter where the fuck you're at, man. The internet's limitless, bro.
Right.
Internet is limitless. Bro.
Exactly.
Like, so the excuse of people saying, "Oh, I gotta get out of Denver," no, you fucking don't, bro. You just gotta work harder and learn how to finesse the internet.
Exactly.
And that, you know, I've been trying to learn for 10 years, 11 years now, and it's
Definitely.
like I'm still learning, man.
I think it could be timeless too. Like if you have like just release all your songs. Fuck it.
Exactly.
Because you never know when they can hit. They could hit years from now.
It's a digital trail.
Yeah.
That's how I
Yes.
look at it. When you, even if you don't feel it, you're gonna look back 3 years later on that song you probably didn't feel like releasing and be like, oh fuck, I'm glad I released that at that time.
Yeah.
Because there's songs that I've dropped 2020 that people were like, what the fuck is this? 3 years later, people are all doing the same shit with the auto tune or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? That I was
Right.
doing.
Yeah.
And it's just like, damn, bro. You know, it's like,
Yeah, no, music is even like it doesn't matter. Like there's no outdatedness anymore. I almost feel like fucking Bruno Mars comes out with a song from the 60s, 70s, 80s every 5 years.
that's the thing, man.
And it's not just hip hop, it's just all genres and all just artistry and just being an artist. You can come out with anything
And
and
that's the other thing. I think it's also hard to say that anybody sucks in music
Yeah.
because music is so subjective.
Right.
So it's like,
exactly.
bro, it's just art, bro.
Yeah.
Like, even if that shit, I've heard some trash artists sometimes with the shitty mix, but I'm like, this shit kind of hitting. if they had the right mix or the right
Yeah.
proper tools around them, like, I'd be like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you see the potential, but it's like, yeah, man, it's a lot of barriers that got to be broken, though. out here, bro,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah, no, I mean, I feel
People are
like
scared, though.
it's a renaissance right now where everything's just kind of everyone's trying to figure everything out. I think.
Like I said, we're all over the place out here, bro. It's kind of
Yeah.
like we don't know what the fuck to do. We're just like, all right, if this shit sound hard, if this shit works, this will work. But
Right. Well,
like,
it's kind of like that. I think Colorado and the state of the music and like the internet, it's like kind of parallel. They reflect each other because we're in uncharted waters with all this shit as far as where music and
we're a gold mine.
and content and stuff.
Gold mine, bro.
And then,
I say that all the
but then,
time.
yeah, Colorado, we're an untapped market.
Exactly.
So, like, but you said it is a gold mine. I mean, we have everything out
Anybody that taps, bro. Anybody that an outsider that comes to here and puts anybody like, not saying puts them on, but anybody that throws us the baton to the industry or anything, bro, I don't think they realize how big they'll be praised out in Colorado.
Right.
Because it's like,
that's a good one. Yeah, I never thought of that. But yeah, if somebody
like,
just
I look
came,
at that all the time because, you know, that's usually, I mean, how the fuck else is it going to happen? We don't have no one in Colorado that's going to put anybody in Colorado on.
Mhm.
So it's like, that's how it's going to end up happening. It's someone's going to extend their hand out from another fucking, someone in the industry from another city, state. And
Mhm.
it's just going to be, I mean, just kind of like what Jim Jones just did to, what's that artist name? YG Case, I think. I
Oh,
think they
yeah.
just reached out to him and, you know, they kind of, that's kind of how I'm looking at it, you know.
Right,
Now
right.
he got the platform. He's with Jim Jones and them.
Mhm.
That shit's cool as fuck, bro. Like that's big as fuck for the city, and I feel like that's not being talked about enough either. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Shout out to DJ Amazing. He said this guy gets it.
hey, hell yeah,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
But yeah, no, definitely. I think something happened. I don't want to speak on something, but I think that fell through. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, yeah.
But I know I did see a post a month ago with them together.
Okay, cool.
Not
All
too
right,
long
good.
ago,
Well,
'cause I
great.
thought,
yeah, because
I don't know. I wish the best in that situation.
well,
That
you
shit
know
look-
what? I'm gonna have his manager on here soon. So
Okay,
we're
hell yeah,
gonna-
I'm definitely.
And but
watching
I
that.
just, I don't know. There's a lot of things that I try to keep my eyes on, but a lot of stuff filters through the cracks of things.
No,
so
for
I'm not.
sure.
That's why I need more people on my team so we could just be knowing what is going on out
See,
here
and I'm
musically.
I'm
Yeah.
not media or nothing, but I'm just nosy, and I'm really like.
Well, no, you have
I
to
really
be.
I really am vigilant with everything that's going on in the city because I feel like being some people look at me as a staple out here as well.
Yeah.
And like I feel like being looked
You
at
are.
like that, I feel like I gotta pay attention to everything that's going on, bro.
Mhm.
You know, like I gotta know. I feel like I gotta know what's hot and what's not. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause,
Yeah.
You know, like I'm at an age now. I'm 28, bro. I'm a fucking old head now, and I'm an OG in this rap shit now. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? To be
Yeah.
honest with you, so now I'm like extending my hand to the younger, because no one, when I was younger, no one out here, ain't nobody out here ever fucking extended their hand out to me, bro. I
Mhm.
built everything you see that I have and did that shit on my own, bro.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And like, so I'm in a position where I feel like I want to put artists under my wing and push them to be great. Like I know I'm gonna be great. I know one of my shit's gonna hit eventually.
Mhm.
But in the meantime, bro, I have enough connections and let's just say sauce to give to everybody and share with everybody, bro.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
I feel like a lot of people despise it. They'll be like, "Oh, you're too nice," or "Help yourself first," or this. But I mean, I wouldn't be doing this shit if I knew I couldn't. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like,
no, I mean they can't.
You know, everybody's outside.
Even though you do, like, yeah, you shouldn't. I mean, I don't know. I'm in the same boat with
Yeah.
a lot of things.
I'm
I'm
sure- no,
trying
I'm
to give a
sure,
lot
I'm
of.
sure, yeah.
I'll give a lot of different connections and different things, and people worry about, oh, they're gonna run off with your connect and they're gonna go and do their own thing, and it's like, so
They
what?
can't do it like me.
Exactly. And you don't have our brains or our creative juices. You don't have that juice. I could give you a little bit of juice. You two, y'all team up. Y'all should do something together. If they go do something, why
you
not?
said- hey,
Want
bro,
to see them win.
Hey, 80-90% of the time, you lead a horse to the water, they're not gonna drink it, bro.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna tell you that right now.
Yeah.
I've helped out so many people that's fine. Because I'm like, okay, cool. There's been a few people that I've gave them this connect and they ran it all the way the fuck up, and
Mhm.
even more than I ever did, and I'm like,
Hell yeah.
impressed.
Yeah.
I'm happy for them. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? But like, then there's people, I give them all these connections and all these fucking network, and they don't do shit with it. I kind of like a slap in the face. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, what?
Right. I mean, it's like, well, if the only thing that it could fall back sideways is if but they're not going to make you look bad. They only make themselves look
Yeah,
bad.
no,
And if the other person sees them as a reflection of you and they don't know you're like, yeah, if I refer somebody to somebody and then something goes bad and then they get like, don't be mad at me, be mad at that person. I was just trying to serve you guys up to make something happen. It wasn't like I fucked up and I did it. But I know it's just scarce mindsets that people like. I think people literally genuine don't want to see others win, even if it don't even have to do with them. Everyone's so self-absorbed of like, well,
rare,
what about me? Well, what am I gonna do? And it's like we're not gonna get nowhere in a society or a community, whether it's the
Hell no.
music scene, the fucking just our community.
I feel like everybody I feel like as a creative, as an artist, anybody in this entertainment industry, you got to know your part. You got to know your place. If you're on a team and there's that one guy on the team that's going harder than everybody, the whole team should be pushing that much.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like me and Hazy talk about this shit all the time. Like, you gotta know your place, bro. You gotta know your part. Your time will come, but if your homie is going hard, all the homies in the group should be putting on for him
Mhm.
and pushing him to the top.
Yeah.
Because that's all it takes, bro. It's literally all it fucking takes,
Mhm.
to be honest. Like, And I feel like a lot of people don't realize that because, like you said, they're too self-absorbed with themselves and shit.
It's so crazy because it's like if you got the juice and you know you're the shit and you got the sauce and you're gonna fucking put in the work and do it, and time it will happen.
Exactly. That's why, like, yeah, bro, I know my time gonna come. You know what I'm saying? I know shit I be dropping's hot as fuck. You know, I know that shit, but I just sit down and I just keep working and I do everything else I do. You know, I throw these shows for all the local artists. You know what I'm saying? I've probably put 100+ artists on their first show out here. You know what I'm saying?
That's
and
nice, yeah.
that shit's crazy to say because it's like, damn, I just do that shit so jadedly, I guess you could say, if that's even a fucking word. But I be jaded to it, you know? Like, I just do it because I enjoy doing this shit. I enjoy helping the city out. I enjoy putting this working out here and building the community because the culture is literally like we got a little bit of culture out here now, and it's slowly evolving, and it's not going backwards. So, you know, it's only getting better, and there's a lot of eyes on us right now, you know. So
yeah, well, yeah, a lot of the eyes, they're just like, okay, well, what are y'all gonna do with this? I feel like that's what they're doing, even with Denver Foos.
Nobody out here got shock value, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm sorry, but I mean, there's a couple people that do. Like, I actually just did a feature with him, Matthias the Great.
Oh, he's tight.
I fucking love him, man. Like, he, you know, but he's all around artist. He's funny. He's a good artist. He raps good, and he's an entertainer online. If everybody could be that out here, bro, I feel like we'd have a bigger market because that's what we're in this shit for, bro. You gotta be an entertainer. You gotta build your fan base. You gotta, and that's what people aren't doing, bro. They're getting stagnant. Everybody's getting stagnant out here. They get to a certain point.
You gotta put a show
shit,
on.
even myself have done this. You know, I got to a certain point. I'm like, oh, fuck it. But then I'm like, okay, what do I do here now? What do I do from here now? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I think everybody just needs to, honestly, everybody that's listening to this artist, just post more content. Stop fucking, don't post your music video one time and then fucking never post it again. Like, no one cares. That's why you only got 100 views.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, no, that's what Bub said too. A friend of ours we had on the show.
Bub loves you, Bub.
Bub loves you, Bub. He's a music artist. He's an all around everything. I don't know his actual.
I think I'm familiar.
His name was Daddy Harlow, Brady Harlow. But he's a dope, amazing artist too. But then he kind of went on and he created a character, Bub, and it went viral on TikTok. And he's doing tattoos at Walmart and stuff.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've definitely seen his shit.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
dope.
he's done a lot of features and stuff, and that was
You just called like 10
he
minutes
just called.
ago.
He was actually the one that was calling right here. Yeah, and he's from here.
That's why I think I seen him doing a tattoo on, I think, FBP West at Dank Studios.
Yes. That was just recent. He just made a song with him. They made a song together. He's a dope ass rapper. Like, see, we kind of have the same journey too. But he said the same thing. Just post more. Just keep posting. Like, who cares if you're fucking 500? What, the 50 haters that are watching you, trying to watch you fail? Because most of the time when you're first starting, you got all your friends and family. Don't depend, like the ones that do support, appreciate them, but don't focus on the ones that aren't. I think a lot of artists get caught up with the support that they're not getting, and it's like,
don't focus on that support from your close people because it's either gonna happen or it's not. But you can't take it personal because it's you. It's you. They know you. They see you every fucking day. So it's like, all right, bro, whatever. You know, you can't take that shit personal.
No,
you really can't. You know, but eventually they'll catch on.
Yeah, they'll come around. Everybody will come around as long as you keep doing what you're doing, because the fucking haters they're your biggest fans, but they'll eventually turn around and be a fan and be like, how many times do you hear people saying, oh, I've been watching you since then? But it's like, well, what the fuck didn't you say anything?
Exactly.
Where was the like, comment, and share, man?
I'd be rich for as many times as I hear that shit, bro. It's like, oh, I used to listen to you in high school. I'm like, you don't listen to my shit no more? I'd be testing people all the time, playing around like that.
Right. But I kind of did that to you earlier, but no, I was just telling you the journey.
I get you.
But yeah, no.
Posting, bro.
You can't worry about your circle. I think so. You were saying people in Denver, the artists, they need to build their own fan bases.
We're not posting enough.
I
see everybody. I watch everybody, bro. Like, I don't care. Like, even if people don't think I listen to everybody's shit too. Like, people don't even know. Like, there's people probably that fans of me that I'd be fans of them. They don't even know that shit because I just watch everything and observe, bro. And there's a lot of fire talent out here, but they're not posting enough. They're not doing enough. Content is fucking everything, bro.
Yeah,
Like
content is key.
And one thing I realized is I'm a poster and deleter. So I post it, and then if this shit don't get a certain amount of likes or a certain amount of views in this amount of time, 20 minutes, if I only have fucking 30 likes in 20 minutes, type shit, you know what I'm saying?
Don't do that to yourself.
The ratios in your head.
You can't
Bro,
do
you
that.
can't though. You can't. And that's I learned that shit because one day I posted a video. I was like, fuck, this shit hasn't even reached 1,000 views yet, and it was already an hour. It only had like 600 views. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna delete this shit. But I forgot to delete it, right? And an hour later, some dude reached out for a feature because of that post. He was like, this verse is hard as fuck. He's like, I want a feature. I ended up making, you know, a good little $500 off that post.
Exactly.
That shit changed my perspective that day. I was like, man, I cannot be posting and deleting no more.
No.
You know, you gotta keep everything up, whether it has 100 views, 5 views. There's gonna be someone that fucking sees it and they're gonna appreciate it.
Yes,
Real shit,
yes,
bro.
for
Like
sure.
real shit.
That's the truth.
That shit really caught me. Like I was like, damn. If I would have deleted that, I wouldn't have made that bread that day. Bro.
Boom.
Just keep
You know what I'm
posting
saying?
because
Like-
the power of social media and the internet is giving us the narrative. We control our own narrative. So whether you have a
Exactly.
brand, you're an artist, you control that narrative. Like, man, when social media sites started popping up and everything, you know, you have certain family members or certain friends, or they're like, I don't want to be on social media. I don't want everybody knowing my business. And it's like, well, you control your narrative. You put out your business. You put out what you want to put out. You let people know what you like. If your fucking baby daddy beats you up, don't put it on fucking Facebook. You know?
I see a post like that every day.
I know.
Once a day.
But you know,
That's some
you
Denver
control
shit.
your narrative. But with that going forward, saying that you control the narrative, artists, business, entrepreneurs, you control your narrative. So you have to keep posting because no one else is gonna fucking post for you unless you pay them. And you motherfuckers don't want to pay. Oh.
Yeah, and it takes 2 seconds to go screen record your music video. And I post is what I do, man. Just some tips. I'll post the best part out of the song, 30 seconds. And then shit, maybe the next day I'll post the other 30 seconds of another part out of the song. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
I feel like when you do that, you know, there might be people that that didn't see the first post that first day, they see it the next day and they're like, oh, this song is hard. You know, like I pay attention to everything. The algorithms on it,
yeah, and then
everything is so weird.
that's the new way people are consuming their content. Whether it's music, whether it's fucking shows, whether it's podcasts. People don't even watch the whole podcast. They just go watch clips of podcasts and they're like, I seen your podcast. And I'm like,
that's what it is too, bro.
You know?
what I'm saying? People the attention span.
The attention span is crazy. That that's why you got to constantly just putting shit out and don't worry about it. Don't post it and delete it. Just let it ride because, like we said, and then like it's so weird how everything's kind of parallel. Like just put out your music on all platforms as much as you can. You need to just try to fucking flood the internet with your
Yeah,
shit.
because who the fuck's really waiting on you?
Exactly.
Because
Because
you know what
like
I'm saying? Let's be real, bro. We're especially anybody in the city that's listening. Like, who the fuck's really waiting on us to drop, bro? Nobody. Drop that shit.
Drop it.
Oh, the wait's over. No, bro, no one was fucking waiting, bro. Like, we gotta really just lock in, bro, and drop everything. Like, we gotta have more confidence in ourselves as artists, and I think that's the starting point.
Yeah.
Is confidence, bro. Because even I have a lot of friends. I think they're some of the best art. And when I say this, I mean this shit. The best artists in the fucking world. Like, but the way they create, I'm like, bro, you gotta keep dropping. You gotta keep it consistent. You can't hide that shit in the vault and then criticize it and then never drop it. You gotta drop everything you make. I mean, maybe not everything. I'll give you that, but like definitely majority of the shit you create, man, put that shit out there. You never know who's gonna like it. Like, there's always someone that's gonna fuck with something of yours. Like every time, man. Like it's a given, man. Especially, you know. You have that confidence, bro. The confidence is key to this shit, bro. and
Definitely.
consistency.
Yeah, no, I mean that's what we're trying to instill with our platform. We want to instill more confidence into everyone in the city, in the Mile High City, because we pride on the fact that we're fucking dope as fuck. Denver Foos are dope. Like everybody, there's so much great artists, whether they're painters, whether they're artists musically. We have so much cool culture that's not getting shown. that like, because who else is gonna show it? I mean, we have to fucking do it. We have to post it. Like, I'm not saying me. I'm talking to everybody collectively. Like, if we don't put our shit out, whether it's how cool our city is or how dope this artist is or how dope your music is, no one's ever gonna fucking hear it.
No, bro. And there, you know, someone got to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things, bro. Someone got to do it. You know, and
yeah, no,
that's how I feel when I do all these shows and put all these artists on the shows. And who else gonna do it if I'm not doing it, bro? Because I mean, there is people doing it, but they're not helping these artists out. They're taking from them.
Oh my god,
they're taking from
fucking
them.
hate that shit.
Shit, man. Last show I threw, you know, I won't say artist name, but bro made $1,500 off his ticket sales. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's a good little bag off a show.
Hell yeah.
You know?
Hell yeah.
Like it's possible. You just can't be lazy, bro.
No.
You just gotta lock in and do this shit, bro. And it's all in everything's in our palms, bro. Like you got a fucking cell phone, you got the world in your palms, bro.
Definitely. Exactly.
Like
I just said that the
Shout
other
out
day.
to Steve Jobs.
Yeah, fucking thank you, Steve Jobs. For real. Like I still believe my MacBook changed my whole fucking life.
Yeah.
Like getting a Mac, bro. Like when I graduated high school, it was like, am I gonna buy a car? Nah, fuck that. I'm buying a MacBook.
Yeah.
I bought the Mac desktop, bro. That shit changed my whole life. If I never bought that shit, I probably wouldn't even be here right now. You know what I'm saying? So I truly believe, like, shit, man. I love the electronics, bro. The technology, bro. Like that shit, everything, bro.
I know, yeah, no. I mean, fuck. We got the MacBook right here. I used to buy a lot of shoes. I'm a big sneakerhead.
Okay.
I buying shoes. And then one day I was just like, fuck, I got all these like $1,000 shoes. So fucking grabbed a couple, took them to Flight Club when I was living in LA, sold them on consignment, one pair of Yeezys, and I bought a bunch of studio equipment. So I bought the laptop, and this is like beefed up. This is old, but it at the time it was like 6 racks because it has like all the memory and all the fucking processor or whatever. I mean, I think now it's probably compatible to like, because it's like 10 years old.
Yeah, no, that's
So it's probably like compatible to maybe a MacBook Air now. You know what I mean? You know, the technology.
It's barely doing this.
Yeah.
It's cool though.
But at the time,
we will work with
But
it.
the point is that I invested in myself. I didn't give a fuck about the shoes because the technology,
You
I'm
were
like,
confident in
with what I'm going to do with this MacBook or with this cell phone, it's going to get me to be able to get the opportunity to buy the fucking shoes back if I want them.
There you go.
And I don't even want them now, though,
There you go.
because it's just I kind of grew out of
It is
that
what-
phase in my life. I mean, I still love shoes. I still check it out. I'm still in tune with it, but I'm just not like buying pairs
not gonna
because
sleep over.
Yeah.
I feel you, bro.
They
I'm
come
the
out
same.
with everything all the time. anyway.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, I used to be really big on wearing. I mean, I still wear designer here and there. I'll still buy some shit here and there. You know what I'm saying? But usually I'm like, fuck, if I'm going to spend $500 on some shoes, I could put that $500 on a whole merch drop, make $1,500, then buy the shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, and that's just my mentality lately, you know, or even when I don't ever buy shit for myself, bro. I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm going to buy 10 shirts and cook them up and sell them and then wear a couple of them for myself. You know what I'm saying? Instead of buying myself clothes, I'm going to make myself some shit and then sell some of that shit out of it of what I would have spent on buying a fit. And
Yeah, no, that's how a lot
man,
of
it's
stuff.
horrible, bro. My mentality, I'll be making money. I'll be trying to make money off everything, bro.
Yeah. It's kind of but that's what like the internet and then like we have the access to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
The opportunities
So
there.
why not,
So
bro? There's
why
money every
not?
fucking where. People are making money off the oddest shit.
Yeah, no, like a lot of times, a lot of stuff that fueled my because when I was living in LA, I was just doing straight music and acting. I was doing background acting and music. And that so to make other ways of income, I was doing the Gary Vee shit. I would go buy shit cheap and then resell it on eBay or on the internet or on marketplaces before. And this is in LA, and I could go to all these different stores, whether it's Targets or Ross's, and find, because there's just a big population.
Yeah.
And then just using the internet and selling it on the internet. I was doing that, and that was making me income to drive our music career to survive.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to have a regular job. But that's still a lot of work though too. It's not that fucking easy.
Nah, it's not, bro. But
And I didn't have a regular job.
He had a regular job. No, of course. But to make extra money for stuff, I was
man.
I was
you were
flipping
busy
shit.
making our music videos and everything else. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
editing
that's it.
stuff and
Yeah,
just.
he was doing it way back then.
No, exactly, bro.
Yeah.
For sure, for sure.
I mean, because
Took
I'm
a
like
long
we have
time
we
to
have a
make that
lot of
music video.
we have a lot of experience in the music industry. So like, so my experience, I don't have a lot of success. I'll be honest. We might not have a lot of success as far as our music group, but we have a lot of experience. And with our experience, we want to share these stories and these experiences with other artists and our city of Denver. So that's why we created the Denver music scene. And like, so I just want to make this clear. I don't want people to think like, oh, we think we're music experts, but we have a lot of experience and we just want to shed light into the scene, into the community, and bounce off ideas from having people like you on our show talking about it, and so people could just learn from it and get gems from it. Why are we going to have all this experience with nothing to show for it?
Bro.
If I could share what happened and what worked for us and what didn't work,
It help someone.
it might
else
help
coming up.
someone. Yeah.
That's how I feel too, bro. And it's not shit like a lot of people like to gatekeep, and it's
Mhm.
just weird. Like, what you gatekeeping?
And they're not
There's
fucking
nothing to even
gatekeep.
keep.
Nothing. Like
Like, you haven't
nothing,
even made
bro.
anything. So,
Yeah, bro.
yeah,
like,
it's weird.
Yeah, it should be crazy out here, man. But hey, we're evolving.
We are
and
evolving
doing
though.
it.
I feel like
And
it's going in the right direction.
My biggest thing is if you know who's really putting on out here. You know who's really putting the work in out here. Like, I feel like it's obvious who really be working, and regardless who's getting posted on My High Minute or this and that, I think everybody fucking has a clear understanding. If you know who's really going hard out here and doing what the fuck. You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying?
Yeah.
So I don't even worry about none of that shit, bro. Like
No.
I just keep fucking working, and you know, every post I make, I try to make it I try to make sure that I'm posting like, okay, we're doing this today, or we did this week. You know what I'm saying? Another accomplishment. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if we all have that goal, man, we all gonna eventually, Brian. It's gonna be a train reaction until someone just fucking blows up, and then, like I say it all the time, even the lame motherfuckers are gonna eat, bro. And that's just what it is, bro.
Yeah, no, I
because-
mean, if you think about it, when you look at like the certain cities that blew up, you could tell there's certain everyone. Okay, this is my mentality. Like, I feel like people from New York, they don't ever hate on other people from New York. Like, they're like, this is fucking New York, and that's it. Like, if
dick, nigga.
if somebody's whack, they still just say, oh no, he's cool. Like, you know what I mean? They embrace their people in a way.
Well, because New York is a creative state, bro. Like they understand the creativity of certain shit.
Mhm.
So I think that's why.
Yeah.
They kind of see. They don't see everything for what it is. They see it for more than that, because they just look at everything as a creative process, I guess.
Mhm.
I mean, you see how people dress out there.
Yeah.
Shit like that. Like they're.
You got the Denver Nuggets jeans on?
No, just kidding.
That
Hey,
video.
hey, if someone could get me a pair of those.
I know. Man, I wanted those
I know.
shoes.
Shout out to
I
Ron,
mean,
the fitted Nuggets fan. He
He
said-
has them. No, he has the. Okay, so I think I talked about this before. So it was Unk, the brand
Right.
Unk. You're familiar with Unk brand? UNK.
That sounds familiar.
So they
Well, you're
did all
28.
that.
You unk now.
Yeah, you Unk.
No, I'm just kidding. No, you're not.
Literally, bro.
No, you're not.
Feel
You're
like
young.
Yeah. No, so that was the brand, and they had all the patches on all the jeans, and
Oh,
like
yeah,
it was the jerseys, but the first edition was like an actual jersey.
Mm.
It had it in the jeans, and then the one that guy was wearing in the video, it was like, I think one that was like at JCPenney's at this point, like, because you know these brands, they'll start off as like boutique only, but then they'll blow up and be mass produced.
Yeah.
So those ones he was wearing were like the mass produced ones.
Oh, okay, got you.
But when those came out, they're fire. They're like $200. They're like as much as a jersey or more, I think.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, but but now I think they're like, where were we looking them on eBay? They're up there too, and they're like $200 now or some shit.
Yeah, definitely after that video.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm like, fuck, I want them. I don't think I'm gonna tell my idea, because I think I'm gonna just do it.
Keep doing it.
Yeah.
Don't tell everybody your
keep that.
plans.
Yeah, I'm
Keep
kidding.
that.
No, but yeah. So what do you have coming up as far as music? You just dropped some new music.
Yeah, I just dropped a project, RANSTEEZ, 10 songs on there. Recorded that shit at a very dark period time of my life last year, and I think it's one of the best projects I've ever made. That's just my opinion on it. Just like the energy that went into making it, like not one song was written, it was all just energy flowing out and like putting pieces together in my head and like what's I've been through this past year, bro, and like I really think the project really like shows who RANSTEEZ is.
That's dope. That's dope. And you just dropped some visuals for that?
Yeah, I actually dropped 2 videos so far for it. Shout out my boy Primo for shooting them. He's the only guy I like to shoot for me, man. And then I edit all my own videos.
Oh, that's tight.
Yeah, I mean, if I could shoot them myself, I'll do that too. But I can't. I can shoot yourself.
I know. I feel that. I feel that.
But,
It's kind of like you'll never be able to see yourself perform on stage.
yeah, exactly.
It's not that fucks in my head
like
a
a
lot.
hologram.
Yeah.
For real. Like, I wonder how we look.
I know. Well, no, I mean, because even when you, after you film yourself or somebody films you when you watch yourself, it's still not the same.
It's not. It's not.
Well, that's right. But like, we used to, like, when we would practice performing, we would go to like a dance studio because you got to look at yourself
In the mirror.
In a mirror.
Yeah, I
you know.
agree. That's how I always practice.
Even if you're just like this the whole time. You still got to just see how
Oh,
you
yeah,
look.
yeah.
So I be in the car in the rear view mirror.
Yeah.
There you
You know what I'm saying? Like, for sure, bro. But yeah, got a lot of shit coming, and we're just gonna keep shit coming. I'm throwing a lot of shows and networking with a lot of people right now. I got in a real good circle right now that I'm in, and I won't say too much. Shit will kind of show.
Yeah, of course.
You know,
Yeah.
and I'm just very, very blessed because the circle that the realm that I'm kind of in right now is like a realm that grew up inspired by. You know?
That's
So
tight.
it's kind of crazy that these people have reached out and like are fucking with me how they are. Like, one of the dudes, he reaches out to me every day. What are we doing for RANSTEEZ today? What are we doing for RANSTEEZ this week? When's your next drop? He's really on my ass, and
That's
like,
good.
it's cool to finally have someone like that like, back to the manager shit. He's actually someone, that I feel like we benefit each other in a way. But I feel like he's someone that could really help me out. So I've always had too much pride to take help from people. So this time around, I'm just letting things flow. And anybody that's trying to help me along this journey, I'm gonna take their help and advice. And I'm trying to put the pride aside and just make this shit work, bro. Because I've learned so much over the years, and honestly, pride has been a big thing. Ego too. Pride and ego have been a big thing for me that I guess could say have stopped me from a lot of opportunities because I'm like, oh, I'm not kissing ass, or I'm not dick riding. You know what I'm saying? But I'm at a point now where I'm older. I'm like,
Fuck all
shit,
that
man,
bullshit.
you gotta play the game to win, bro.
Yes.
You gotta play the
yes.
game to win, bro. That's when people sign these little 360 deals, they know what the fuck they're doing. They just act stupid and oblivious to it because it's like, bro, you gotta play the fucking game. You sign that 360 deal, you just gotta listen. You just gotta be their bitch for a year. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
And people sign up for this shit and they know that shit. So it's like, just keep being yourself and keep going, man. And it's just gonna work out how you want it to, in my opinion.
You
don't. You know what I'm saying? Just keep fucking pushing.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. What did you say? You had to say something?
No.
You're giving me those eyes. No, I'm just kidding.
Nothing. I got.
But what? I'm sorry. We're high. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
we're not high. I don't know. It's just like Fridays. I think it's just from a long week of working and a lot of things. Sometimes it's just, and then we have a big weekend this weekend. Cinco de Mayo weekend's always big for the Denver Foos. Just culturally and just, you got
paisas.
Yeah. You got so much going on. You got the fights. Oh, there's fights tonight. Fucking Ryan Garcia and
Romero.
Yeah.
I fuck with Romero. I ain't gonna lie, bro. He's funny as hell.
Yeah, he is funny, dude. They're like, it's like a 3-card main event, and like them. It's man, I can't think of
we gotta go watch
names
that.
right now. But then there's so many things going on. You got any shows this weekend or nothing?
Nah, next weekend.
Oh, next weekend.
Next
Everyone's
weekend
got a
we
show. We got a
chilling.
show next
Fuck.
weekend too. Cookies de
Just-
Mayo.
Yeah, we just shooting videos and shit all weekend.
Okay, yeah.
Honestly, I haven't even slept yet. Like, bro, it's been
Right.
I work overnights.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't even slept today, bro. So I'm all. It just hit me right now. Just like, dog, I'm all fucking delirious. I gotta go home, but
Don't worry, don't worry. We're about to wrap it up. But
Yeah.
thank you so much for coming on the Denver Foos podcast.
yeah, thank y'all for having me. It means a lot.
Shout out
bro.
to Nana, Don Gallardo, Jade's grandma
Oh,
on
yeah.
Facebook. She's
Hey,
tuned
what's
in.
up?
But yeah, that's gonna do it. Tell them where they can find you.
You can find me anywhere on any platform under RANSTEEZ, RANSTEEZ. And shit, give me a follow, show some love. I'll show some love back. Go peep some merch out. Appreciate y'all, man.
Right on. Thank you, RANSTEEZ.
Shout out Denver Foos, man.
Yeah.
Hottest motherfucking, the hottest media company in the motherfucking city.
Right
You
on.
already
Thank
know,
you. I
baby.
appreciate that, man.
Sir.
Good night, everybody.